it's been exactly 12 months since I bought the Apple Watch Ultra, or the original Apple Watch Ultra 1, and since Apple recently released the new Apple Watch Ultra 2, in this video I'm simply going to be showing you and telling you whether it's worth or not worth purchasing the Apple Watch Ultra 1. Now, the first thing I like about this Apple Watch Ultra 1 is the battery life. Here on the channel, I do a lot of watchOS beta testing, and usually with watchOS betas, they tend to have a lot of bugs and issues, and sometimes devices don't work as they're supposed to, and sometimes your device heats up, which is not good for the battery life. But what I have to say is that the Apple Watch Ultra has actually held up pretty well. In fact, if we go into the settings and go to general and go to the battery life of this Apple Watch Ultra, you'll see that the battery health has maintained 99% of its maximum health capacity. At this point in time, with my previous Apple Watch that I had before this Ultra, the Series 7, it was exactly on like 92%. So you can see this Apple Watch Ultra is very good and very strong when it comes to the battery life. Coming from a guy who just uses the Apple Watch Ultra as a normal user, I actually don't go like climbing the tallest peaks or diving to the deepest depth of the seas. I just care about my rings, I care about my heart rate, and I care about my steps. That's all I do with the Apple Watch Ultra, and of course the watchOS updates. Other than that, I'm pretty much a regular user when it comes to the Apple Watch Ultra, and the battery life has held up amazing, and over a year it continues to hold up pretty well. So if I'm going out, if I'm doing a workout, or if I even when I have like 50% of charge, I don't have to worry much about the Apple Watch Ultra dying on me. With the new Apple Watch Ultra 2, Apple says that you are supposed to get up to 36 hours of battery life on a regular or normal usage, and with this old Apple Watch Ultra, that has still remained the same because it's rated at 36 hours of normal usage. However, when you were to go into the low power mode of the Apple Watch Ultra 1, then on the original Apple Watch Ultra, you actually get 60 hours of battery life, but on the new Apple Watch Ultra 2, it's rated at 72 hours of battery life in low power mode, which is limited. So I've actually never used low power mode on my Apple Watch Ultra 1, and so you can see really for a normal user just like me, it doesn't make a difference whether it's the original Apple Watch Ultra or the Apple Watch Ultra 2. Other thing I like about the Apple Watch Ultra 1 is actually its fast charging speed. So if you charge your watch for about 8 minutes, that is equal to about 8 hours of sleep. And of course, you have to enable your sleep focus in order to get the 8 hours of from 8 minutes of charging, and that is exactly the same that is rated on the new Apple Watch Ultra 2. So fast charging, you can hop it on your Apple Pack charger, and then in about 10 to 15 minutes you have a fairly decent charge, which is pretty good. The design has remained more or less the same, and when I bought the original Apple Watch Ultra, it was one of the main motivating factors. So the Apple Watch Ultra 1 or the Apple Watch Ultra 2, they are both made out of the same material. It's a rugged titanium case that makes it very light. You can compare with the new iPhone 15 Pro models. If you bought a titanium iPhone 15 Pro and you have like an iPhone 14 Pro, you feel the weight difference. So with the Apple Watch Ultra 1 or Ultra 2, the weight difference, even though it's a bigger case, is noticeable. And also when it comes to corrosion resistant, the Apple Watch Ultra has a higher rating, giving it a better edge impact. And over a year of usage, you can see my case has basically been spotless, not a lot of scratches. I actually have this carbon fiber case that I got from Pitaka, but my watch is spotless. If I was to remove this, it would be shining like a diamond. I was kind of hoping that Apple would release like a new Apple Watch Ultra 2 with different sizes and different colors, but since it's remained more or less the same, it's one of the factors or one of the things that motivated me to actually keep my old original Apple Watch Ultra, because hey, it works and it's great. The screen size of the Apple Watch has remained the same, 49mm on the old and 49mm on the Apple Watch Ultra 2. One major advantage of this is the new full-size keyboard. If you receive a text and you want to quickly reply, or maybe just tap the microphone icon or use Siri, the new screen size makes this way easier. And when you want to glance at information that's maybe important, like a notification, it makes it so easy with the new Apple Watch Ultra 49mm screen, not mentioning how bright it is. So in direct sunlight or in dark mode or whatever setting you have, you can always be able to view and see the information without having to turn up your brightness or without having to cover your watch even in sunlight. The other thing I like about the Apple Watch Ultra is the speakers and the new microphones. So both the old and the new have the same speakers. They are pretty loud, and when you are in a very loud environment, like if you are in a bus or if you are driving, it minimizes the road noise. And also with a higher volume maximum peak, you are able to hear the person you're speaking to on the other side, whether it's FaceTime audio or just a regular call or even a WhatsApp audio call. With the Apple Watch Ultra 1 or 2, they both do very good justice at delivering crisp audio and minimizing the surrounding noise that you are transferring to the other person, which is a good factor. I care about my health, so with the Apple Watch Ultra, I like how it's able to give you more information, and I like how this is presented in the new sleep app that has been updated, where you see your different sleep zones and so on. So you can see here it's able to tell you how long you've been asleep, and it shows you your different sleep stages, your REM, your core, and your deep. And as you go down, you get to see more information like time asleep, and when you have this information, you can better utilize it to be able to improve your sleep condition or your sleep health. It's very important to get quality sleep with the Apple Watch, and it's one of the devices that has actually helped me to be able to try and improve on my sleep, which leads to better health. Now, another pretty cool thing with the Apple Watch Ultra is that it actually has pretty neat new watch faces that are only exclusive to the Apple Watch Ultra series. And the old Apple Watch Ultra and the new Apple Watch Ultra, they get the same watch faces. So some of those watch faces that I'm talking about, you can see them here, like this modular Ultra, a pretty cool watch face. I did a full in-depth video that explains this. And of course, we have the other watch face that was originally presented, which is this Wayfinder watch face, and they actually have light and dark mode. So because of the new bigger screen that the Apple Watch Ultra has, you are able to capitalize on more watch faces that are available for the Ultra series and not available on the regular Apple Watch Series 9, Series 8, Series 7, and so on. Now, a feature that I actually won't be testing out, that it works pretty good from what I've seen from other videos that I've tested this on the Apple Watch Ultra 1 and the 2, is crash detection. So now with the Apple Watch Ultra 1 and the new one, you have the ability to be able to enable crash detection. So this is very easy and simple to enable. You just go into your settings, and when you go to where it says crash detection or SOS right there, you can see you have fall detection and you have crash detection, and this has worked pretty well. But although this is not a feature that I'll be testing, because I want to be here and make a video for you, it's one that definitely going to be more helpful. It's more useful, in my opinion, to have like the Apple Watch do crash detection than your iPhone, because if you're involved in a crash, sometimes things fall out of your pocket. But with the Apple Watch, since it's just there and it's strapped on you, it's always pretty reachable, and you don't have to think much or try to reach for far places. You can basically use crash detection or even use the quick emergency SOS with the Apple Watch Ultra and be able to get the help you deserve. So overall, the original Apple Watch Ultra, in my opinion, is one of the best Apple Watches. And even though Apple released the new Apple Watch Ultra 2, I'm still keeping hold of my Apple Watch Ultra 1. It's a very good device. Most of the features that are available on the original Apple Watch Ultra are available on the new Apple Watch Ultra 2, so there isn't a big difference. It's almost as if the old and the new Apple Watch Ultra are like twins, beside a few select differences. So some of the differences that are here between the original Apple Watch Ultra and the Apple Watch Ultra 2 is one, the storage. So the new Apple Watch Ultra 2 actually doubles the storage of the original Apple Watch Ultra. And also when it comes to the screen brightness, the new Apple Watch Ultra 2 has 3000 nits of brightness, while the original Apple Watch Ultra has 2000 nits. The new Apple Watch Ultra 2 also has an improved Ultra Band chip that allows you to be able to interact with other smart home devices. Like for example, if you approach your HomePod and you try and access your widgets on your Apple Watch, the music widget will be the one that's on top, and basically you can also use your phone to find it in a better way, unlike the Apple Watch Ultra 1 that doesn't have this. And also the other difference, of course, is the new improved chip. So basically, as you can see, most of the stuff have remained the same between the original Apple Watch Ultra and the new Apple Watch Ultra 2. The size is the same, the battery life duration 36 hours for both for normal usage. The charge times are the same, the speakers, the microphone, the health sensors, and also most of the other general function watch faces and functionality are the same as the new Apple Watch Ultra 2. So for me, I'm going to be sticking on to my original Apple Watch Ultra 1, and I hope you found this video helpful or informative in a way if you are looking at buying like the new Apple Watch Ultra 2 or the old original Apple Watch Ultra 1. For the used market, since these devices are holding on to battery so much, there isn't really a need to charge them every day or twice a day. You can charge your watch almost once in every 2 days, and since the charge cycles remain low, these devices, like I showed you, have pretty good battery health. So if you're looking for the used market, then they are also pretty good out there, and I believe Amazon had some sales for the original Apple Watch Ultra 2, and with Black Friday and other sales coming pretty soon closer to the end of the year, this is a pretty good device. So that's about it for me, guys. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
I'm flexing, I'm litty, cause life is a blessing. I'm currently counting my blessing, ascending for heavens. I'm headed away from the universe, I'm coming back, not assuming things. Tempted to touch, I'm a sinner, but not a beginner. Though every day is a beginning. I'm critically breathing, I'm dusty, I'm kicking my engines. You nasty, I speed on your misery home, you. Misery home, you. I never liked you, and you never liked me. Say one, but nothing contagious is my